Oh, my neck. Oh, crap. Anyway, what is up, guys? So, recently I went to go see, Thor Ragnarok. Oh, let me turn this iPad off. I keep getting notifications. Yeah, I went to go see Thor Ragnarok. It's, the third, solo Thor movie behind the original Thor and Thor the Dark World, and the 17th, yeah, the 17th movie of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. I was finally able to catch up on Doctor Strange. I said that a while back, and I think another video I needed to catch up on Doctor Strange. I finally saw Doctor Strange, which was really awesome. I know I'm really behind on that, but it was really cool. I enjoyed Doctor Strange. Saw Thor Ragnarok recently, and that's why I'm here to give my review on. So just like before I get into the review, just still like I don't usually do this, but there was just some trailers that came before the movie that I just wanted to give a shout out to real quick. Pacific Rim Uprising. I watched the first one. Wasn't really a fan, but John Boyega's in it. So I mean the trailer looked cool. John Boyega's in it using his British accent. It looked real cool. I might check that out possibly. Den of Thieves, Ice Cube's son O'Shea Jackson Jr., 50 Cent, and Gerard Butler in it. It's like a classic robbery film with major crimes and stuff. It looked real cool. It's like the trailers which grabs my attention at first, and both of those were like they grabbed me immediately, and I was like, oh man, I gotta see it. I might have to go see these or watch them on the legal website. I didn't say that anyway. And then of course the superhero movies, the Justice League coming out. I still need to watch Wonder Woman. Sometime I'm probably going to watch it eventually, at least before the movie comes out, hopefully. And then Black Panther next year. I'm so hyped for Black Panther. I swear I'm so hyped for it. I'm finally caught up with all Marvel. I need to catch up with the DC, and just really looking forward to the movies coming up because it's just real exciting. This year was a really good year in movies too. But anyway, okay, back to the review. The key things I wanted to point out was, in the first thing, just Matt Damon. I mean, I'm sitting there watching the movie. Things are going on. Thor goes back home to Asgard. I'll try not to spoil anything. I'm sorry. If I accidentally spoil something, I'm sorry. I apologize. But anyway, yeah, that's all I can say. I'm sorry. But anyway, my hair's nappy. I need to pick it out or something. But anyway, yeah, I'm watching it. Thor is heading back home to Asgard. I can't remember how long after the events of Thor: The Dark World. I can't really remember, or how long after Age of Ultron. I think 2 years after Age of Ultron. I think, but so yeah, they're doing it so and there's like a reenactment of the events of Thor: The Dark World. I'm about to spoil Thor: The Dark World. If you haven't seen it, well, that's just your fault. Yeah, so they're fighting the Dark Elves or something like that. Loki gets stabbed and Loki dies. You see the blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, Odin's Loki. But anyway, so they're reenacting it. It's like a stage performance. They're reenacting the scenes of Thor: The Dark World where Loki gave his life. He sacrificed himself or whatever, however you would put it. And Matt Damon is there. I don't know why he's there. I don't know how much money they had to pay him to be there. Just Matt Damon. I mean, this isn't really a review of the movie. I just wanted to point this out. Just Matt Damon is what? Oh, okay. It was just really fun. It caught me off guard. I was like, Jason Bourne, fun. Anyway, about the whole. Sorry about the popping. Anyway, throughout the whole movie, I really enjoyed this movie because I heard the other people talking about, the movies, the past movies were too serious. They tried to be all royalty and just it's like I am the rightful king of Asgard and all that and stuff. People didn't like that because they tried throwing some comedy in there, but the movie kept being overtaken by it's trying to be too serious. Like with the theme of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it has a good mix of action, drama, and comedy, as opposed to DC, which is really dark. Which is why they're sort of trying to, as seen in the trailers, they're trying to take a turn on that with the Justice League, trying to put some more comedy in there in a way. But I really liked the mix in this movie of action and comedy. It was really good. It was really good because there were certain scenes is like, well, Thor would be in an awkward situation and somebody's like berating him like, oh, once I get my power, then I will unleash my vengeance on Asgard. And then he would just say, banter off and say something. I'm just like, what? I'm like, oh, this man has you tied up and you still got time to make it. It was so funny though. I really enjoyed it. Oh, so funny. And hold on, I think that leads into my next point. Like, I really like all the characters. Like, had at least like for the majority of the characters had at least a few like at least one or a few like funny moments. And then like it's like also I already mentioned them, but like a certain Marvel sorcerer. If you get what I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go read the plot on Wikipedia or something. But yeah, a certain Marvel sorcerer appears and like to sort of assist Thor and Loki in some type of thing. But why do my eyes keep looking like I'm about to fall asleep? I don't know if it's just me, but I'm a little tired. School's taking a toll. But anyway, yeah, they like he's assisting Thor and Loki to some thing. Like they're looking for they're looking for Odin. They're looking for Odin. If you saw Thor: The Dark World, then also, like I said again, oh my gosh, Loki's Odin, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so Thor found out, Loki took Thor to Earth, and they're looking for Odin or something. And a certain Marvel sorcerer assists them in that. And it was a really funny scene. I really enjoyed that. Enjoyed that scene, because it gets sort of like, there were funny moments also in his movie, but like again, it was a good mix of action, drama, and comedy. This scene was pretty much all comedy, but it was really funny because the actor, you don't really see. I mean, he can pull off like funny moments. He's been, I think, was he on Saturday Night Live? I think he was on Saturday Night Live, and he's been a guest on like Jimmy Fallon's show. He's really funny. The actor is really funny. But he's mostly in serious stuff. But like for him to have that little spot right there to just be funny, I really enjoyed it. I was like, because I was laughing the whole time, because it was like he would do something, then all of a sudden, it was somehow would happen, then something would happen, and then Thor was just getting annoyed. He's like, would you please stop this? It's just, and then they were drinking beer and the beer. It was just, it was funny. It was funny because like it's really, because I don't want to say too much, but it was just moments in the movie that were really funny, and I don't want to say too much about it in the case that some people would be like, hey, you said too much and you ruined the... I'm like, okay, I'm trying, but okay. Alright. I'm trying not to say too much, so don't get off my back. Okay, and then, I mean, this is a really good point, but it's okay, I'm about to, it might be a spoiler, it might not be a spoiler, but, so I'm just gonna, like, just do like that. Like, I'm about to spoil it, and then when I'm done with the spoiler, then you can just, like, unmute me or whatever, okay? I'm about to spoil something, maybe, if you don't want to hear. Odin dies, like, maybe you thought, like, oh, he died at the end of the other movie or something like that, and there were reports that Anthony Hopkins himself had said, oh, Odin's dead. But nope, Odin's still alive. He came to, Loki banished him to Earth or something like that to take over the throne, and with the help of, since this is in the spoiler area, Thor and Loki came to Earth and were helped by Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange told them where Odin was at. He was in Norway, which is, I guess, Vikings and stuff, but whatever. And so they go there, they find Odin. Oh, it was, I don't know if it was just me. It might have been just me, because in movie sense, and depending on the movie, I'm kind of emotional. Like Shawshank, Shawshank was, I like, not too emotional, but I was emotional about. Green Mile, I was definitely emotional about. Man on Fire. But it was emotional for me. I don't know if I was the only one, but it was sad for me because like the way that it was scripted, the way that the dialogue was written, and the feeling in the air, it was just so sad, because he was doing like sort of like cliche, like he was saying like sort of cliche things like, oh, my time is drawing near, is something like that. It's like, oh, it's like he was just saying cliche stuff like that. Like, oh, my time is drawing near. It's like, no, you gotta stay. You gotta fight with us. And it's like, oh, I stopped. I was like, oh, this time has been on its way for a long time. It's like, I can't really do it as good as Anthony Hopkins because it's freaking Anthony Hopkins. It's Hannibal Lecter. I mean, I can't do that. I'm not gonna try to do. I mean, I tried just now, but I mean, now with seriousness, I'm not gonna try to do that because it's Anthony Hopkins. But the way that he performed it, I was just like, I felt it coming because it's like, okay, well, he's talking about, okay, well, my time has come. The way they were looking at each other, oh dang, he's about to die. He said he was gonna die, but the way it was executed, I mean, if anybody else would have probably done it, it probably would have been too cliche and probably would have took you out of the movie. But the way that that Anthony Hopkins performed the scene was so good. And then Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston, like, just there as sort of they took a back seat to Anthony Hopkins in that scene, and it was just it was executed so good. The acting was it was really well done, and it was just, like I said, this whole thing is just my opinion, but you may agree with me, you may not agree with me, but that scene was just really emotional for me. And he was just like, the way he just said, he was so calm. He knew it was coming, and he just accepted it. And then he just turned into like a bunch of sparkles, and then he just blew off into the wind, and I was just like, oh, it was okay. I might just be a wimp. I'm sorry. Okay. If you didn't mute it, okay, spoilers over. But anyway, okay. Moving on, like, from the trailers, you saw the pretty much the main villain of the whole movie. Was it Hela? I think that's how you pronounce her name. Hela? I think it was Hela. But yeah, Hela. She was played by it's like actress. It's like Cate Blanchett, right? I think it was Cate Blanchett. She looked different with black hair because I think she had blonde hair in like The Curious Case of Benjamin Button or something like that. I think it was Cate Blanchett. If I'm wrong, then I'll edit it. I'll put it in the video or something like that. But I'm pretty sure it's Cate Blanchett. But she did really good. As a villain, because like Marvel has become is it become known? Well, they have a tendency to create villains that don't really leave a mark, except Loki. Loki's pretty much a villain that's sort of stuck around and is like probably like one of the only like true villains of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, she's really high up there because she did a really good job. She had motive. She had power, I guess. She had motive. She wanted to get revenge on her father and her brother that she just found out about, and on Asgard for turning their back on her. But she was really good. I mean, it's hard to describe, but she was just really good. She had a motive. She had like a good motive. She had a pretty good plan. She had a pretty good plan aside from maybe like one or two hicks in her plan. But it was really good. The acting was really good. I mean, the acting was really good. And just there was one scene. I mean, it was one scene. It was like, if you've seen, like, I forgot which Matrix it was, but if you've seen the Matrix, it's that scene where Neo, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but Neo's just, it's him against all the Agent Smiths, and he's just like, what's up, and nigga. So it's like facing all like the Mr. Smith. It was sort of like that. It was just like one person. It was just one person. It was Hela. It was just one person against all of the Asgard warriors, and it was just. She was just. I think I read somewhere that she did all of her own stunts. I mean, with the help of CGI. I mean, of course, but I mean, still that's impressive because. Like, anybody that does their own stunts, like Jackie Chan and, like, those types of people is impressive. But it was just, she did so good, her performance, acting-wise, and then just, like physically, it was just really good. And, like, like in her brief interactions with Thor and Loki, it was real cool because like she didn't like. Because most of the time it's like, okay, well, the heroes stand out, and the villains are sort of like they're just there. It's like, okay, well, so and so, I'm going to do so and so, and then the hero is just like, well, I'm not finding anything to say about this, yeah. But she did really good. She stood on par with them.
Oh, I've missed this. Asgard is dead, and it'll be reborn in my image. I thought you'd be glad to see me.
And I was just like, cause like, I mean, hopefully I knew where the movie was going. Like, okay, well, the hero's gonna make a comeback somehow. There was a point or two in the movie, maybe 3. There's a couple points in the movie where I was just like, oh, dang, oh man, what they gonna do? And I was just like, she was a very strong threat to Thor and Loki when he wasn't trying to do his little trickster stuff. But she did really good. And also another performance was of the Grandmaster that was played by Jeff Goldblum from, what's he been in? Independence Day, Jurassic Park. He did really good. I mean, he was like the best way to describe him was like that, like humorous type of psychopath. Because like he would like do something, like if he like. He's talking to you. He's talking to you normal. He's just like, oh, so and so and so and so. So like reminding me of like sort of like ADHD possibly, because it's like he'd be talking about so and so and so and so and so. Then he would just jump off the subject real quick, then jump right back into it and be like so and so and so and so and so. By the way, so and so and so and so and so and so. Okay, yeah. Anyway, he would just jump into it, and then when he would do something, he would just brush it off like nothing happened. Like there was this one scene where I think he said it was his cousin. I'm not really sure, but his cousin did something. He didn't like it, and he was like, "Okay, well I forgive you." And then he still did something to him. The guy's over there suffering like, yeah, and then he's just like, "Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. Oh my gosh, somebody's got to clean this up." I was just like, but he was really funny though. And he was just. The things he would do and the things he would say, it was just really fun. Like this movie, like they made sure to make this more comedic than the past installments. But also with like, cause the acting has been good. Like I said, Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston, the acting has been good. Anthony Hopkins, it's been good. Then they brought in the new stars of the film, Cate Blanchett and Jeff Goldblum. They brought in new actors into the universe, and just with a new touch on it, it just made it better. But yeah, this is like the new characters. Yeah, Hela and Grandmaster, they were both good. It was like I'm trying not to talk on too long. There's a bunch of things that I could talk about. I'm just trying to hit the key points. The gladiator fight, you see it in the trailers, like, God, you're incredible. Then he comes stepping out. And, yes, we know each other. He's a friend from work. Like you know the scene from the trailer, but it was so cool because like I mean you see in the trailer when when Thor gets his lightning eyes, he's just like You see him when he gets his laser eyes and his lightning eyes and stuff. It was so cool because like in the gladiator fight, Thor's fighting Hulk and Hulk's fighting Thor and doom. Thor gets the upper hand. Hulk gets the upper hand on him. And then all of a sudden he has a flashback. Like Thor has a flashback. He's like, shh. And then all of a sudden you just see, and then pretty much Thor goes Super Saiyan. If you know what Dragon Ball Z is, Thor pretty much went Super Saiyan. It's just like, it was so cool. He just like, because Hulk was pretty much like doing like a big brother to a little brother. He was like holding him by his head, just holding him down. And like he wasn't even really like much of a threat. And then it was just like, you haven't even reached my final form. And then he went full Super Saiyan. It was really cool. I was like, yes, because I mean, yeah, Mjolnir is gone because Hela was just like, broke it, it's gone, it's not coming back. Yeah, but just like now he's got a new power. He went Super Saiyan. It was so cool. Oh, so cool. So many good moments. I wish I could talk on longer, but I really want to wrap this up because people that I've recently met here at school, have been like, oh yeah, well, the videos, they're okay, but they need to be shorter because you ramble on too long. If you're watching this, you know who you are. And I agree with you. It's just, I just have a lot to talk about, and sometimes it's hard, so I'm trying to cut it down right now. Okay, and last thing, this isn't even really like a key point. It was just caught me off guard. I was just like, and when I say this, I'm not saying this to be vulgar or anything. It was in the movie. They said this like numerous times in a PG-13 movie. The devil's anus. I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to be vulgar or anything. I'm sorry for anybody that just like doesn't like that word, but the devil's anus. They said it numerous times in the movie. I was just like, what? Hold on. I was like, who named it? I mean, when you watch the movie, you'll see, but the devil's anus. I mean, okay. I mean, it's like, I don't want to picture that, but I mean, the way that it looked, there could have been many more names for it, but the devil's anus. I don't understand. I don't get it. I just wanted to point that out because it was funny, but I was just like, okay. Closing statements. I really enjoyed the movie overall. The opening scene grabbed your attention. The opening scene grabbed your attention. There wasn't really many few points. Well, there's like, cause there's like sometimes when you're watching a movie, it's like you're sitting there watching it and you're like, okay, this is a slow point. Let me go get something to eat real quick, or let me run to the bathroom real quick. There was no point in that. There's no point in this movie that I was like, okay, well I can leave. Cause I was thinking about it, cause I was like, well, I did this stupid thing. I didn't get popcorn when I first came in, but I was like, okay, well. I was like, maybe if it slows down a little bit, I can go get some. I mean, I had like some Skittles or something in a bottle of water, and I was like, well, maybe I can go get some popcorn like at a slow point. There was no slow point. It was like it just jumped from one thing to another, and I didn't want to leave because I thought I would have missed something. But just, it was all around good. The action comedy blend was really good. The acting in it from the past stars, Thor and Loki, they were both good. They had in Hulk. And Hulk was in it. Yeah, I mean, of course you know Hulk was in it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm really tired. I need to try to get as much more sleep as possible. But yeah, Thor, Loki, and Hulk, they were really good. They came back. They were really good. They had their same sort of not attitude, the same personalities, but just with more comedy added to it, and it just made it even better. Hela, she was a great addition to it. Just a great villain. Like I said, like in a list of Marvel villains, Loki is at number one. Loki's number one in my opinion, and Hela's somewhere up there. Maybe top 5, top 10. She's high up there though, cause I really enjoyed like seeing her in like her wrath, I guess you would say, just play out on screen. I really enjoyed it. The Grandmaster, I really enjoyed him. I don't know if he's probably not going to show up again. I mean, if he did, I wouldn't complain because I really enjoyed watching him on screen. It was funny with a little bit of crazy to it, and I mean, what's not fun about that? Like, it's like Joker-ish, not full on Joker, but just like. You could see similarities between that and the Jokers, like humorous with a touch of crazy. You could see similarities in that. All around, if I had to rate this movie, pass, rent, or buy, I'm buying this. But like one reason I'm buying it is because first of all, the movie's good, but second of all, it adds to my collection. I'm collecting all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, starting with Iron Man. I went through Phase 1, Phase 2. Is this Phase 3 or Phase... I think this is Phase 3. I think this is Phase 3. I'm on Phase 3 now. I need to get Doctor Strange, and then I need to get Thor. I need to get Thor when it comes out, and then I'm going to get Black Panther. Why wouldn't I get Black Panther? But yeah, I would definitely give this a buy. I think that's it. I think that's it. What time is it? Okay, I gotta go work on something. I gotta go work on some writing real quick, and then I got class later on. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you If you like the video, give it a like. If there's a movie that you want me to go review, if there's a movie that you want me to go review or a video you'd like me to react to, leave it in the comment section. If you haven't already subscribed, and yeah, that's my roommate back there. I don't know, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Stuff.
Oh, he's doing stuff. Yeah, he's doing that. He's doing that stuff. He's doing it for top men. Like who?
Top
men. Exactly. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all later.